This is Travis Wing Goodsoul. I'm back from my run. I need to do sit-ups to try to strengthen my lower back. It's preventing me from running longer. Alright, I need to look up a scripture from the Joseph Smith history for you Mormons so that you have context. Attention. Chronicles, Nehemiah, Joseph Smith history. There it is. Alright, Joseph Smith history. I don't know why they bothered to put chapter 1. There is no real chapter, it's just a book. Verse 23. Or I guess I can go back to 22, because that applies. I soon found, however, that my telling the story had excited a great deal of prejudice against me among the professors of religion, and was the cause of great persecution. Sound familiar, Mormons? Which continued to increase, and though I was an obscure boy, only between not 14 and 15. That was the author of the book Napoleon something. And my circumstances in life, such as to make a boy of no consequence in the world. Yet, men of high standing would take notice sufficient to excite the public mind against me, and create a bitter persecution. And this was common among all the sects, all united to persecute me. You catching on yet, Mormons? It caused me serious reflection then, and often has since, how very strange it was that an obscure boy of a little over 14 years of age, and one too who was doomed to the necessity of obtaining a scanty maintenance by his daily labor, should be thought a character of sufficient importance to attract the attention of the great ones of the most popular sects of the day, and in a manner to create in them a spirit of the most bitter persecution and reviling. But strange or not, so it was, and it was often the cause of great sorrow to myself. If you're not watching my videos, Mormons, you're not going to catch on to what I'm saying. If you're brand new to this, if you just tuned in because somehow the wording of my title caused YouTube to recommend me to you, then you don't know the backstory. Okay, well, apparently I'm under cyber attack. Thank you, AVG, for protecting me. So, it goes back to the beginning of February. On the 6th of February, I went in to deposit some money, and come to find out that there was $25 less in my checking account than I had thought of. And okay, maybe it was a math error on my part. Come the 11th, and the same thing was done, $25 taken out. But I didn't know until I went in the next week. And sure enough, or I checked that weekend, I guess. And sure enough, $25 is getting taken out of my account by an entity using CenturyLink as their identification. When the President's Day weekend was up, I was able to contact the bank and get my account changed again, because I had to do it in January. And I was told that if CenturyLink is not taking out the money, you need to call the police, because it's less than the certain amount that's required for the FBI to take over. And so what it was that CenturyLink was wanting to take out $175 from my checking account. And because I didn't have the money, I purposely keep my accounts low so that people cannot steal from me under these conditions. I don't trust the internet. When you get virus services that threaten you with protectionism, you have to pay them in order to be protected, because the computer system or the Google or this thing here, Microsoft, I guess, Microsoft Edge, they're not protecting me. And so we have no choice but to pay now, because in the beginning we could get free service and it was fine, AVG was fine, but then AVG changed and they demanded that you put in your credit card, and then they later demanded, hey, we're going to automatically take from your account unless you notify us. So that was pissing me off. And then somebody was accessing my computer as I was on my computer, because I had both screens up with the files, and I saw, hey, there's a file there that I don't recognize that's up on my screen. So I try to enter it. It's not letting me enter. It's saying that it needs management, administration, or whatever to access it. So I put in, no, I'm denied. What's going on? and so I shut down the computer, bring it back up, gone. And so I talk all about it on my website, about that experience. That was last year sometime. Or was it 2 years? Can't remember how long ago now. And so now CenturyLink is saying, no, you're all caught up. You just paid us, and you're good for another month. And no, we're not trying to get $175 out of you, because that's not even the amount that I'm supposed to pay with them. And so I then call the police, and of course it has to be the West Valley City Police, and of course they don't like me because I reported on their own officers, and of course people stick with their own, protect their own. So even if I'm a victim of the West Valley City Police, if you don't know the context, that's in the videos. Yeah, so the officers took my information, but didn't bother to come by and get the evidence. He just said, oh, if it happens again, let me know. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got it. And so, yeah. Now, or then, I get an email from Credit Karma, because I have an account with them. It's free, so, but they notify me of everything and anything that has to do with my finances. And so they're sending me an emergency email saying my 3 companies were hacked, and my email was identified in those 3 companies. Or my email address as part of a username or whatever to get into those 3 companies. And the first one, it was a dating site that I don't use, and it was a password that I don't recognize. So apparently somebody is using my profile on a dating site pretending to be me. So women, if you're on that dating site, or men, if it's a gay site, I don't know. It's not me. I only use Plenty of Fish and OkCupid, but I haven't even bothered with them for it's been less than a year, but because I went back to it after the divorce was finalized and I realized I needed to move on again. But yeah, I wasn't getting any responses worse than before, so I just haven't even bothered with them lately. And so, yeah, somebody's impersonating me now on other websites, and on a dating one too, so that's fun. And then the other one, because I can't remember now, it's been a while. The other one, I think it was, I can't remember the second one, but the third one, they said directly that they don't have any information on the third one because the third one is still under investigation. So apparently the FBI is involved in investigating that one. So whatever that one is, that's a huge one. Now we come to today. Which may explain the third one. As you guys know, I am an author on Amazon. If you don't know, I'm an author on Amazon. I've got almost 500 books published through them. It's free. All I have to do is upload it and present a cover photo that they approve of. So much grief. But I get royalties every month, and I didn't catch it on the 20th. That's usually when they send out their notifications through the email. And so yesterday I'm going, hey, I didn't get any notifications. Am I still getting paid? And this morning, after I did my video, which is still uploading and 4 minutes of time left, they said, we see that something's wrong, and we'll get back to you by March 3rd. So I'm not getting paid this month. That's just great. Oh, man. And this one's going to be the biggest month I've had, so that kind of sucks. So yeah, I'm under attack, and like Joseph Smith said, he doesn't get it. He doesn't understand why, although he should know why, and I think he does know why. And that's why he encoded the Book of Mormon as he did. But he's got to put up a cover story to distract from it. So yeah, for some reason, somebody's out to get me. I could probably find it here real quick, figure out what that second one is. Depending on how long this takes. And of course my internet is throttled this morning in the midnight hour. More. Oh, Amanda is probably responding in angry tones to me. She's trying to use LinkedIn as a dating site. She's trying to brush me off, and so I called her on it. Alright, start. Credit? No. Credit. Karma. There we go. Yep, we found information in another company's data breach. See the breach. Hello? I don't care about savings. Get me to the report. All right. Yeah. Stop using this password. And it's a password I don't recognize. Okay. So correction number, let's see, 3. Yeah. There's the dating site. Reported January 2017. Man, it's been used all this time. And not disclosed October. Okay, so that's the one that Gmail replied saying that something happened in September on the around the 23rd, I think, if not on the 23rd, which is interesting. So that's maybe that one instead. So maybe I don't have the Amazon connection as I was thinking it might have been. Alright, so what's this other one? Yeah, combo list. Someone put together information from individual data breaches and then shared that combined list publicly or on the dark web. This is one of a series of 5 collections of combo lists that were sold online January 2019. Wow, the collection was over 3 billion unique records. So that's not being reported, is it? 3 billion records have been hacked and stolen and sold on the dark web. 3 billion. So not just me was involved with that. You guys probably were as well. So if you don't have a Credit Karma account, get on Credit Karma. They'll tell you about it. So yeah, apparently they're using a different password on this too. I have no idea what that would be. I don't use that password. I have specific passwords that I use so that I can remember, and I don't recognize that. So somebody's faked my account on whatever it is that was stolen and is now being sold through the dark web. So I'm being framed for something. I don't know if it's just identity theft or what, but yeah, if you end up finding out that if you remember the movie The Net with Sandra Bullock in it, the enemy, she finds a software virus that is able to hack into government stuff, or what, I don't know, I can't remember. It's been a long time, but yeah, they tried to murder her and hide her body and replace her with a whole different person. Somebody else is working in her place, and she always works from home. So yeah, it was weird for her to find out that somebody else has got her name and her identity and is working at a business that she wouldn't be working at. And so that's happening to me, and apparently 3 billion other people. There's only 7 billion in the world, and the majority of them can't afford to get a computer system and the internet in the first place. So yeah, apparently everybody in the world has now been hacked. Isn't that just great? So, and then of course we find out that our military had shut down the Russian hackers on election day during the midterms for that just one day, so that the Democrats could then sweep the House, and uh, the Republicans were successful enough to rig the election of the senators. If you're not familiar with it, you're not paying attention. You've got to stop listening to Fox News, guys. And so, oh man. So, yeah, that's just great. So, yeah, because of the need to change my account in January, I had, of course, late fees and penalties that were assigned. It's like they show no mercy. They don't give a damn about our lives and our troubles that we're going through. They want money, 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 and so they screw you over. So, yeah. All right. So I'm gonna have to go through that in March. Yay, a birthday present to me. All right. So, yeah, I just thought I'd share that with you. I am of no significance. Apparently, I'm not able to convince Mormons to leave the Mormon Church, even though I have destroyed it. I have exposed the fraud, the corruption, the lies, the deceit, the abuses, and Mormons still, I'm going to stick with the church. I was born in the church. I'm going to die in the church. Just like the Catholics told me out in New York. I was born Catholic. I'm going to die Catholic. Slam! The bird, man! The bird! Okay. Oh, my nose is stuck in the door. Tracting is the worst method in the universe. Does not do any good at all. And yet, missionaries, they get lucky. And so then they go around telling everybody, I was able to do it once. It was the greatest spiritual experience of my life. And I know it's true. Sort of like the Republican who thought he could use a token black woman to show that Trump isn't a racist. Do they think we're dumb about Trump's rallies? They purposely place the token black man right behind Trump so that you can see them. It's a different black man, although there was in the beginning a specific black man who showed up each and every time, and then apparently I guess he's a felon or something like that. I can't remember exactly, but yeah, he's no longer being represented as the token black man for Trump. And then lately, since the midterms, he was having a token Latino man. And then he turns out to be a Unabomber. Yay! Trump is true, and I testify this in the name. Oh, Mormons, please, I'm begging you, leave. We need protection. You guys are now vulnerable. Somebody's going around impersonating you too. Remember, 3 billion. That means you. You've been hacked. So, yeah. I should go onto these other sites pretending to be a woman so that I can see men's profiles to find out who's portraying me and what they're saying I am. Because if I ever do become popular, like run for political office one day, and somebody finds these other sites impersonating me, it's gonna be interesting to learn about myself all of a sudden along with everybody else. Oh, I'm a pedophile. Oh, that's nice. Oh, I'm a murderer. That's nice. So, yeah, who knows what's going to happen to me now? So, yeah. Yep, and we were all warned, you know, back when people were having their identities stolen, and nobody cared. But yeah, The Net, the movie. Watch The Net, Sandra Bullock. I think you'd have to pay for it on Amazon, because I did. Or I think I did, or did I catch it when it was free? Let me check. The net, Sandra Bullock. Yeah, it's free with ads. Oh man, Amazon. No, don't go there. Just because YouTube is doing it now, don't mean you gotta do it. All right. So yeah, the DVD is 15 bucks. You get it the same day if you spend $35. And you got to spend $35. You can't hope that the tax takes you over. You know, $34.99. You'll still have to buy something else to qualify. Free with ads. Man, this is bad. And then YouTube, of course, they're now doing the stunt of, oh, we're now doubling up on the advertisements. So that's 12 minutes of advertising, or you get your choice, a 15-second ad. And so 12 seconds, not 15 minutes, 12 seconds and 15 seconds. It feels like minutes. And you just, oh, okay, commercial, I'm going to go get something to eat and come back in an hour. God. It's just pathetic. This is supposed to be YouTube. They've commercialized it. They've monetized it. Thanks to net neutrality, Ajit Pai, doing his video of freaking out. If you haven't seen that, don't. But I'm sure you all did, because it was very popular. All the news people covered it. Oh, man. Alright, so yeah, in 2 minutes and processing's done, and I can do this, so we'll get started on saving this one. So yeah, it's the end of the world as we know it. I feel fine. Though I'm expecting an FBI raid any day now. It's just great. Oh man. So yeah, if you find me in the news and they're accusing me of pedophilia or child porn or rape or murder or who knows what, now you know why. My identity's been stolen and the FBI's clueless. It's so sad, it's hilarious. Okay. Alright, well, processing's now in its final seconds, so. Yeah, and I did notice on my website, back before I did my .com upgrade, that there were people who were getting data. They weren't looking at my website, they were actually looking at data from the website. And that didn't make any sense at all to me. I didn't understand that. Because they showed me what sites, what blogs were being viewed and how many times they were being viewed. And there were things coming up as data or text or something rather than the actual site. So, and that was weird. So yeah, I'm going to be famous, or infamous, I guess is the technical wording. It's just great. So yeah, oh, and Messiah ben Joseph, did I get that name right? If you're listening to this video, the Russian lawyer, as you referred to him as, he's not bothered to communicate with me any further. after giving him a sample text of the first few sections of translation, he's just gone. He has not bothered to respond since, and it's been several weeks now. So, isn't that interesting timing? A Russian lawyer appears on the scene as I'm getting hacked. So, sorry, Messiah, your buddy old pal that you think wouldn't do such a thing. I'm sorry. I'm well aware of Russians also looking on my website during this data searching. So, yeah, things aren't good in the state of Texas. Hey, come on, guys. Travis, hello, Texas. You don't have to know the origin of the movie or TV show or wherever I got that from. It's actually something's fishy in the state of Denmark, I think, but I use Texas because Travis, hello, Travis County, Travis River, Travis Lake, Travis, the guy at the Alamo. That's why Travis is so big in Texas. So, but that's not why I was given the name Travis. That's a different story, but you guys don't care about my life. The video views show it. So, yeah, my mom's to blame for the name, but my dad is really the one to blame because he only gave my mom a limited options to choose from. He's either going to be named this, this, or this. Vincent, Quentin, or Travis. And so my mom realized, okay, there was no option. It's got to be Travis. So, all right, it's done. I'm done. We're done.